So that was just a sample, you know, of how you'd want to present your city. You know, we have to compare ourselves with the best so that you don't also over whatever it is. Not to say that the ones we did are not bad, because we come from different, we look at it from different angles. But you can see the small tweaks they've done. Actually, it may not be so much work. It's just picking what's real and arranging it, because we kind of have most of those sceneries. There are streets, there are buildings. Yeah, they're just ordinary people walking, doing their ordinary work. Nobody's posing for anything. So it's just taking what's real and innovating with that. Yeah, so maybe we'll look at a few others, then we can now maybe comment a bit. Thank you. Have to compare That's Lake Victoria. I lost a cousin, I think, 2 weeks ago, around that lake. They were tipped off by a hippo. This is now just a London city. You see, they're just ordinary people. You don't have to, yeah, you can just, even now when you go to Nairobi, just think ordinary things. It's how you connect them together. Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my
to the sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, to my shadow, to the sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. We'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, to my shadow, to the sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
Right here where we're laying, this that we played, heartstrings that you're playing, please don't take it away. Don't you deny me, whether you love me like that, I'll wait patiently. You will always be my vibe.
Okay, so you've seen just a sample, and I guess videos are done for specific reasons. So there are times you just want 3 minutes, other times you want 5, others you don't mind. Like some of them are the ones we give to put in hotels. Because when somebody's in the hotel, they can watch that for a long time, yeah? Yeah, but there's some you must give the wow factor, isn't it? Yeah, there's some you have to give the wow factor. You may not just necessarily take, some you have to get people to pause, for you to get, like when we go out for bidding, we bid for a conference for the country, that video has to look a certain way, isn't it? You just pick, those people want to come to a very clean place. You're not going to pick Kikomba and those places, yeah? Yeah, Muthurwa. You want a street which is very nice, and you put those new buses that I've seen around, the green ones, Whether they come now and see, that's another story, which we are not supposed to lie, yeah? But for conferences, there are certain areas they may not go to, isn't it? So there's a way you tailor your video for what it's for. If you're going to brand Kenya out of the country, there's a way you want it to look. You may hide some poverty, pick some different kids. If you want kids to be in the photo, you don't want this type, you don't want the other. You see, of course it's different from a documentary and all that. So that's why we try to pick just for tourism. And you've seen the different ways you can present your country. Short videos, big ones, longer ones, and so on. So I don't know what Jane wanted us to do after this. You want us to discuss, or just to
yeah? Get some comments from
maybe a few comments on these videos that we have watched. I don't know if you had some there are some photographers also around, isn't it? Yeah, let's keep there. Just 5. Yeah? Steve, do you have them in there? Let's just look at a few. Those ones will take a few seconds. I think also within Nairobi you can take photos from different buildings, isn't it? Yeah, you can take a skyline even at night. You can go to, sometimes I go to buildings and I can't believe this is Nairobi. You see it from various angles, especially at Upper Hill. Yeah, you can go there and just start having your own library. And one day when we have an exhibition, you can bring them over. In fact, as a photographer, I should never use the lift. The balloons are still not very acceptable to some animal lovers. They keep saying it distracts the animals, and when they see something huge coming to land, it really agitates them. So it's popular in Kenya, but for animal lovers, the real conservation is at heart. They don't like it at all, and also the noise and some parts of pollution, yeah. So it's something we also just show in a few places. This is now a conservation, how to release turtles back to the sea. When you're doing a video taking photos, of course you look at your audience. Like for us, if it's somebody who loves conservation, we put a lot of conservation in it, but still make it professional. Like you've seen them feeding the rhinos and the jumbos and all that. Yeah. This is one of our best shots for the migration, but I don't know if it's like this. The other time the river was a bit dry. Yeah, and we are getting worried, We're getting worried. But this one is an older one. This is what we call sports tourism. We get cyclists to come and cycle around the country, and with sports tourism it means some people have come from a different region to your area to to do sports, and they come with their fans. This is also not liked a lot by conservationists because it's too close to the lions. And the lions kind of look like they have become pets. They have become domesticated. They don't fear people. Real wild, the lion should be very far from you, and you should be very far from it. He's jumped very high, yeah? Oh. But also a very good picture to show the integration, and that as a tourist you can actually experience what they also do. At the same time, we promote domestic tourism so that it's not like only whites are the only tourists who come. Yeah, we would really like to see another African jumping with the Maasais, you know, another tribe, another ethnic group, maybe a Taita, short ones jumping with the Maasais, not just the whites. Do you know which mountain that is? Mount Kenya. I hope you've gone to climb it. Or it's in your bucket list. That's at night, so they try to use lighting that does not frighten them. But most of the time they put some meat somewhere there so that it comes for it. Again, the conservationists don't like it. They say, okay, you're spoiling their habitat and teaching them that they can actually just get food without hunting, yeah? Yeah, which you have to sustain and may not be able to. Like the lions in the orphanage, if you release them to the wild, they're going to die, eh? They don't know how to hunt. This must be Lamu Marula, Lamu Cultural Festival. That's Nairobi from, I guess, one of the windows facing this way. Yeah. I don't think this is aerial. Isn't it? That's a famous Pride of Lions photo. The only problem with a picture like this, you won't know where it's from, eh? So that's why if you want to brand yourself, because if you just take a beach, you won't know where it is, or under the water. So I don't know what we can do about that. Maybe wear a t-shirt if you're the diver written Kenya or something. Yeah. The same with this one, it can be any beach, but for us we know this is our minister, so we know it's Kenya. From someone else's point of view, they won't know, unless you caption it there. And maybe some know the flag, some don't, yeah? So maybe the t-shirt written Kenya, it's not written. Same with this one, nobody will know where this is. So we have a big conference coming up next week on blue economy. These are the issues, the health of the ocean, eh? And actually the the water bodies in your country, lakes and rivers, how you use them, how you protect them, and how you can gain from them. I think that's it. Any comments before we move to the next? We're moving nearer to the awards.
Yes. I was waiting for the students to comment now and they did not. I'll do on their behalf. I'm Tanilipa. I'm just kidding. But I love from the film, it was for New York. It looks amazing. The cinematography is so good. And it's my desire that we can get to do that for Nairobi. Of course, we have a challenge sometimes filming in Nairobi. Because all the other cities you go filming everywhere. There are no restrictions. But here you go with a camera, you're arrested by city council. So I think if that can be sorted, I think we have very creative people, but they've really been muffled sometimes. They fear doing such, but they're very creative. So I think it's just a wake-up call for us to sell ourselves. And like you have said, we sell the good part of Kenya. Because Muzungus come, they film slums, and they go and take them out there. Some come and they film only bush and wildlife, and Maasai. So some people think all of us live in the bush. So it's very good for us to really sell ourselves the way we want. Because there are places you go to, I'm serious, you go and people think like, you have clean people like you there. Because maybe the only videos they see are those ones, in the bush there. So it's up to us to really sell ourselves out there. I saw even the one that like a vlogger did, and they are walking around with the family, done in a very simple way in London. But again, you feel it's very entertaining because it looks very real. So these are things that we can do and market our country as we do it as a business also. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you're mentioning that, because sometimes when you Google Kenya and on Google, there's one time I Googled and I saw some women, I think, what were they doing? 3 and 2 men. I was saying, is this the image of Kenya? You see, I don't know how that engine works, but really, when you Googled Kenya, you'd really find the worst of pictures. And I was wondering who can help us so that when you Google Kenya, at least the top 3 are good things about Kenya. So you are the people to really get those things out there so that when they are searched, you find a good thing about Kenya.
For me, I think the New York one has motivated me. And I'm really challenged because I cannot every day. And every day we are coming out from the house. Unapanda mat, you go to places. So I'm really challenged because those are things that we can do, or I can do. And I think we can even do them better. But now, so we know, yes, we are up to it.
Okay, the Nairobi County was part of this team. And one of the things we were telling them was about harassment of anybody wanting to film or photograph. So maybe what we'll suggest to them is to have a small permit so that you can have it. And it's not just Nairobi. When you're filming, you can have it wherever you're going. So that when you show somebody that small badge, they'll know that you really have a permit to film. Of course, we do this with discretion. There's privacy issues and all that. So you can't also just, you'll have to use your, I guess you're taught that. Yeah, so you just can't come in and take my face. I have to have allowed you and all that. Is good to ask. But in the streets, there are so many things you can film without even being noticed or seen, isn't it? Yeah, but you use discretion so that you're not knocked out by those people. Yeah. So we'll talk to Nairobi County and see which way forward. As tourism, we've been asking them, can we film? Can we allow people to enter the mausoleum? And it can even create a revenue for them. The first, our founding fathers' grave, so that people just come, they pay something small and go in and see. So those are discussions still ongoing, yeah?
Thank you. I think something else, let me just start. I think there is something else very important. When I was looking at the New York video, I think the biggest challenge here is also the equipment, the one we're supposed to use to come up with those nice videos, especially for institutions. I think Mount Kenya, we are lucky that we have a very well-equipped journalism and tourism equipment, so photography. And I think we're going to move to another level come next year, and I'm very happy that you're on board. Another thing, my brothers talked about the issue of insecurity is exactly what has brought a big barrier or a challenge towards us getting photos. And she's talked about the digital era, which most of them are, and they have smartphones all over. So we can seriously market any town, anywhere, even when you are on holiday or when you are out at home. You can take a very good photo in Kakamega and put it on the website through the blog, and then people can be interested. When I look at New York and I look at the Western Circuit video, I think I'm so much inspired. If I was new, I didn't know Kenya, I would go to the Western side than going to New York. For some reasons, maybe because everybody has a specific desire. The Western Circuit and the natural kind of attractions that I've seen, Ruma, the lodges which are so much eco, yes, that is exactly what we should be trying to bring out. And again, the counties, I think there's a lot that we can tell the county through digital platforms that they have a potential in tourism, and we bring it forth. And I want to request through the Ministry of Tourism, give us the opportunity 2019 to try to bring out Kenya to the world of all the 47 counties and the tourism potential, and you'll see Kenya becoming one of the best preferred tourist destinations in this world. Thank you very much.
On filming, actually, our minister has always been looking for someone to do our story from the Kenyan point of view. Someone talked of Out of Africa. He actually put it in our work plan several years ago that we should do an Out of Africa kind of movie, but from the Kenyan perspective. So we have not gotten any concepts from filmmakers or from a school that can do it, from something, you know, so that we start, you know, if he gives up, then, but if we keep saying we can do, yeah, we can look for funds and do it. Yeah. Because we want to do our version. Yeah, our version of a big movie. You see, like people like Madagascar, they've done a movie called Madagascar. Imagine, and some of our Lion King is from here. Yeah, so where is our story in film? In film, there's a big blank on Kenya, and that is sad. If we get I mean, students are doing filming every year, but our page is blank in filming. Yeah.
Okay, my name is Eric. Mine was just a simple comment from the two videos I've seen of New York and the other one for Omega. Like I've heard from the various speakers about, we've already had enough of wildlife, now we should do.
Kenya, we are made there. If at all people would come up, us, because we are the first ones, if we would just view and go there and take a film of different cultures, people from, I'm from Nyahururu, so I'll just say that. People from Nyahururu, Kikuyu, people like us, we also have cultures, right? Mukuranya-Gadanga, there's the story about the Kikuyu, how they grew up, right? So if we just view all cultures without, yeah, making people know that Kenya is a Kenya that has many tribes, a country that has beautiful people with beautiful tribes, not only the animals. People know Kenya or Africa, a country that has different animals, but they do not know the beauty of the people who live here. So, Madam Kezia, Madam Jane, we are here. We are different cultures, and we will try and push forward by going forward and taking views of different things, coming up with new ideas, not only the animals, but different ideas. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Winnie, Mount Kenya University. I heard her saying there are no tourism students, I'm one. So I just want to clarify on that. I'm a third-year student, Mount Kenya University, doing Bachelor's of Travel and Tourism. And under what he said, we are marketing. Kenya has two main products, under safaris and beaches. But I think under the the agenda that was drawn in from tourism under Vision 2030, Vision 2067, there was this diversification, product diversification of tourism. There was culture tourism. Under culture tourism, that's where it comes in. We have very many cultures. We are strong in culture. We have a lot of tribes. We have, if you go to Mombasa, they hold the festivals, the various festivals in Kenya. Mombasa, the Lamu Festival. They bring the whole tribe of the Mijikenda, the history. They are so rich in history. So I think what we lacked in those videos was like those various festivals. The Camel Derby in Uko, kwenye watu wanaenda Camel Derby. We also have these safari rides. People go there and yeah, even donkeys in Lamu. Did you know Lamu, they actually have those competition of donkeys? But people don't know that product. We get to diversify the product. We get to say domestic diversification in that I want to market the product to a Mzungu, but I can't go tell a Mzungu, oh yeah, by the way, there is a safari in Marsabit Tuko, there is something called Camel Derby, but I myself have never been there. So if he asks me, how is it, I'll be like, you know, it's not safe to say that that is how you want to diversify your products. So me, I'm so happy in that we are in conjunction with people like Talanta, somebody who can tell me, okay, this is how I want it, and then I tell him, that is the product that I want. Can you shoot that for me? So I think that is much of what we want from this conference. That is much of what we want to show. We want to show the world, not only the safari part. Can we go longer, faster, diversify it to the domestic tourism, diversify it to the culture and the various items that we as Kenyan people are very rich at, very strong at. And as much as we do that, we'll get more domestic tourists than the way we say international tourists. But because as for now, we rely almost on international tourists so much. Take a country like Paris, did you know that? 90% are from there. So if we can get, I'm not saying we get to 90%, nobody can jump that high, but still, can we push forward to that kind of agenda? Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I'm Helen. I've been listening very keenly. I'm a teacher. And I just want to recommend just a suggestion that maybe after this, as we start the news program in 2019, we'll need a forum, Madam Kezia, if you can budget for us. We just need a forum, we go sit down and brainstorm. And before the forum, I can help with that. We request that each one of us or groups come up with their concept on what they feel they can do for this particular project. And then you come and you present and we correct it. And then let the ministry implement so that we are not told we are not doing. Okay? We are capable of doing. And that's why we are here. Okay? We are pioneers and we've just shown that actually when we come together, we are strong and we can do it. So that is my recommendation stroke suggestion. Let us be given an opportunity to come up with concepts and bring people on board and let them listen and we correct each other and then we see what can come out of that. Thank you.
Beautiful, it's becoming better by the day. Good.
For me, I think
Stand.
Potential, and every time I feel like there are these limitations of permits, I always feel like when you're home, kuna special plates and cups for the Wagenis, you see? So that's how it is. We are the people who own in Kenya, but you cannot go to specific places and utilize it like we're supposed to. So as our mothers, tuna respect, sindivyo kuna place hawezi tumia na cups. That's the same. I think if you make the ministry makes easy for us as filmmakers, I think it starts within and self-love. If we show Kenyans how to love and how to explore and the places they've never been to, I think they'll start taking that that step of touring around Kenya, because most of these people who take these videos ni wazungu. Juu akikuja hapa na kamera saa 10 atapita kwa street, achukue hata katikati ya barabara, nothing will happen. But if you have a small camera, ionekane, things will happen. So if please you make it easy for us it will be spectacular, and you'll see a very huge change, a very big difference, because there's so much. Everyone here akona ushago, akona home, two sides you can imagine, kwa dad na kwa mom. So the things, kwanza this holiday, the things that you're going to see there, I know you've not been there for some time, but there's so many things, beautiful things, sceneries there. So you have your phone, record. Don't worry about the quality. People love the story and the content. Okay? That's all.
So before I take the mic back to Madam Kezia, any other comment? Okay, Madam.
Well, thank you very much for those comments. I think I've jotted down a few things, though some of them actually is it Ministry of Information, but because it touches on tourism, we can follow it up with them. That one of really being able to take photos wherever you want, that one, even as we are worried about it, so we're going to follow this one up. Yeah, I'll be in touch. I'll be in touch with her. Yeah, we'll follow that one up. The other things about equipments, we give waivers for equipments. Yeah, we give waivers for equipments for filming. So that one, if the school wants to buy, these major ones, they're exempted. Yeah, you just need to write a letter and say which ones they are, because they're very costly. Yeah, and the duty is too high. Yeah, so when they're coming in bulk, they'll be exempted. Insecurity is under Ministry of, isn't it? Yeah, but we in tourism, that's the issue with tourism. We are touched by other sectors, so we can't relax. Insecurity is also us now, so we worry about it. We have good plans for it, and a lot is being done. Yeah, the only thing is, if you're going to take let's say you are a serious photographer, you've gone to a certain village. Imagine the chief there, if you just tell him what you've come to do, they can give you a permit. They can give you a permit to move around with the camera and take photos. We've gone to Kibera here, and yeah, they allow us to go and take photos. There are people who actually even give you guidance. My challenge to you is, are you traveling within your own country before we go and bring those others in? You need to travel within your own country. And I've seen young people have taken up there. They're doing, like if you go to, I'm in another WhatsApp with some Siaya, Kisumu tourism people there. They have young people who are organizing just a tour for a Saturday. Let's go and hike on this mountain. Let's go to Ndere Island. Let's go. So every weekend they are going to a new place. Can you do that for your counties? Don't be so far from your counties. If you're a student and now you're doing filming, can you go to your county filming CEC, the one who's in charge of filming? Can you ask him or her, we want to film beautiful attractions for this county? And you see what they say. You see what they say. And they may give you a chance. Then you go and, especially those who are finishing, you've already finished your education, yeah? Just imagine you can be attached there. Don't just be attached in a station here in Nairobi. Your county really needs you, and they don't have these skills. You can just look at their website, you'll see they don't, and you're there. Just do this for them. Partner with them, tell them what you need, they'll do it. They'll assist you. We've been talking to them all the time. We have an inter-ministerial with the counties. And they say, yes, we need the interns in all the sectors. But those who come, they demand a lot of things and so on and so forth.